What are you doing?
What's happening, Cheesecake Nation? It's Super Judge Funk and the Dave blasting at you with our long-awaited Jurassic World movie review.
Yeah, we had to wait over the weekend. Just couldn't get time together to go and see it, so we went and saw it. Today is Wednesday. It came out last Thursday, I want to say. I think there were some Wednesday showings around. But I'm going to let Judge go first, and I'll go into what I think that way. So I don't think he's going to be able to sway me on my opinion.
I really enjoyed it. I grew up on Jurassic Park. I grew up on dinosaurs. It felt very nostalgic to me. I don't know. I really enjoy it. I think if you like the first Jurassic Park and you just kind of want to forget about the second and third movies, definitely go see it. I mean, I feel like if you like the first one, you're definitely gonna like this one. I don't think nothing can hold a candle with first Jurassic Park. It's its own thing. It's classic, but I feel like it's still good. I highly recommend it. 2 thumbs up. I give it. I don't even know. 8 out of 10. Personally. Then again, I'm not, I have to say this every time, I'm not a huge movie guy, but Dave?
Alright, I'm going to start this off with just saying, I'm very mixed on this movie. There's parts I really enjoyed, and, glimmers that this movie could be really amazing, and then there was just parts that were just horribly, from a screenplay perspective, just mind-numbingly bad. Holy shit. Alright, I'm going to have to go into spoilers, so I'll just give it my rating before we move on. I'd give it a 5.5. I recommend it, but I don't think it was... It's the best sequel to the Jurassic Park movies, but not by much. Because I hate 2, and 3 just annoys me. So, alright. So we had the Indominus Rex, Indomitable Rex, whatever the hell it is, Super Rex, and he had all these weird powers that he only ever used once.
Yeah.
And all right, so we first and foremost, the first point where I was like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, was that whole. Its heat signature left. I'll give you that it set up a trap. How does it know about heat sensing cameras? I'll give you that it knew it had a chip in its back. It remembered. Whatever. It's an intelligent dinosaur. Humans wouldn't know there's a heat sensing camera in there. It made no logical sense. And even if I just gave that to them, why could she not have just called up the guy while she was there, before they went in the cage, and been like, hey, where's the chip at? Chip is in the cage. Huh. Alright. The biggest, most major plot hole I had with this entire movie was just everything revolving around, what is he made out of? Oh, it's classified. Oh, you don't know? Why wouldn't you know? What possible purpose is there for her not to know? It was literally a really, really cheesy, shitty way of just, saying fuck you to the audience. We're not going to reveal our secrets yet. Fuck you. He's got camouflage. Really would have helped a bunch of times in the movie, but he only ever used it once. And then, I'm just going to call shenanigans on anything tanking the AT-4 rocket launcher. Like, it shot him, it blew him up in the air, didn't hurt him, apparently.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of bullshit myself.
Yeah, like...
I was like, what the fuck is this made out of, like, half dinosaur, half Wolverine?
Especially when they were going out to kill it, and they had all, like, the soldier dudes. Like, they had that cool shot of, like... Because I always had, like, this major issue with Jurassic Park 3, where the fucking pterodactyls just fly away, no one has a problem with it. Like, he shoots it. Like, that's a cool, funny little scene. Where'd that chopper go? Why didn't they use that, though, with the Indomitable Rex? And, like, literally, there was no good reason ever presented in the movie as to why there is nowhere, like, no escape route off the island. Like, even if the dinosaurs didn't escape, that is a huge, like, giant fuck-up. Like, what if there's an earthquake? What if there's, like, really rough waves? What if there's a fucking hurricane coming in?
Yeah,
like in the first movie.
Yeah, it's like, there's no way that kind of company, especially with, what's-his-face? The Indian guy from Life of Pi, what the hell his name was?
Like, Maserati.
Yeah, he seemed to actually care.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this guy was gonna be like he was gonna be like a douchebag, like very rich, snobby kind of guy. But he was a likable character.
Like, yeah, and I disliked him in the movie just because like he went back and forth on it. Like when we first presented with him, like he's a really nice guy. He seems to generally care. But then they're like, "Oh, it's killed a couple people. Keep it quiet. No one needs to know."
Yeah, that was.
Like,
it did seem kind of weird, but.
And I gotta say, I'm a big fan of Vincent D'Onofrio, but he just like. He brought on the cheese factor in his role. Like, damn. That was some cheesy acting. No! Ah! And he just gets tackled. Like, was this movie PG-13?
I think so.
Yeah, it showed. Like, they had like a lot of violent side things.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like, they did a lot of stuff. I'm just like what happened to Owen's partner?
Black guy?
Yeah, he went into like we never saw him again.
Yeah, that's right. He just was in the log.
Yeah, they just left him on the island, I guess.
He made his way back.
Like, he was like the most pointless character.
We found him at the end. He was in the center at the end. Where everybody was in the building.
Did we see him again?
Yeah, he was definitely there.
Because like we got no closure. I guess he just walked back with like raptors and T-Rexes loose. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, another major issue I had. When they closed the door, the Indominus Rex broke the wall. Couldn't he have broken the wall then?
When she got out?
Yeah, I remember like she ran her shoulder into the wall and exploded it. Like that's how she escaped.
Right.
So she could break the wall.
I think it's just because like she had like her grip on the door and then she used her own weight to like force it through. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if she just hauled ass towards the door, she should just be able to smash it open apparently.
Yeah,
and like I don't know,
like they thought too much.
That was easily the weakest part of the movie to me. Like every other part, like every time they went to like cheesy horror stuff is when the movie started to hurt. Like everything else was really cool. Like I liked the Mosasaur. I loved the little ball thing with them just having fun. Like I would have enjoyed that movie.
I think the biggest problem is they put too much thought into just the design and just the aspect of the Indominus Rex and didn't actually think about
like this
what it would actually
This
do.
felt like somebody who really wanted to see something with Jurassic Park and they're like, yeah, but people didn't like 2 and 3. And like, yeah, but I mean, we could do it. Those were just not good movies. They're like, no, we need a new monster. Like, that just felt like some douchebag was like, people don't care about T-Rexes in movies anymore. Like, no, you can make the T-Rex scary as hell.
Like that.
You did.
She was very, I was about to say that too. Like, we'll get to that.
But like, everything that had to do with the freaking Imperious Rex.
The kids weren't too bad though. Like I thought they were a little less. All
right, I
don't know.
They just felt very non-human to me. Like
the little kid felt way too much like the other kid from the first movie.
Yeah,
He's
like
the
he was
same
just
character.
like he was a cliche and not a person, and like so was the older brother.
Yeah, he was even more of like the angsty hands in his pockets. Problems
like,
teenager.
I'm gonna cut the little kid a break because he's a little kid, and I generally don't really like child actors. Like, there's a few good ones, but it's like whatever, they have to be in the story.
And then like that weird little subplot about like their parents breaking up. Like,
yeah,
what does that have to do with anything?
That was the stupidest thing. Like, I kind of felt it. Like, as soon as they showed her at the, like, I couldn't tell whether or not it was supposed to be like at a board meeting or if that was supposed to be at the lawyer's office.
Yeah.
But, like, I was kind of like, are they getting divorced? But, like, the whole story didn't make any sense. It's like, we're going to send you to Jurassic World while me and your father get divorced.
Yeah.
Go stay with your aunt. She's only super busy. Like...
She and Chris Pratt definitely, like, carried that movie.
Yeah. I found... Chris Pratt was pretty damn good in it, but at the same time, he was pretty much just Star-Lord.
Yeah, he was still Chris Pratt.
Like, I wouldn't even say, like, he was just Chris Pratt. Because, alright, I'll give you, like, some actors just kind of have a role they play, and that's who they play. But, like, this was exactly Star-Lord. Like, I was waiting for him to dance off. Indominus Rex just started dancing, and, like, the raptor joined them. Like, it was... I think he did really amazing in the scenes where he could show through. Same with Bryce Dallas Howard, but I found her for, like, most of the movie just... super unlikable.
Yeah.
Like, even when she started to be, like, a good person, I just still, like, I think she's a great actress, don't get me wrong, but, like, in this role, like, I just found all the humans so unlikable.
Yeah, like, you could tell they tried to give her a little bit more, like, character development, because that's what they were going for, making her unlikable, trying to make her more likable. Like, it didn't work that well. Like, it was okay. Like,
let me pitch this to you. What if these kids had just been Bryce Dallas Howard's kids, and she was kind of estranged from them because she's always working, and that was literally the only subplot?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what happened to their father, but we can assume, something happened with the dinosaurs, and that's why she doesn't want to get in with Chris Pratt, because at any moment something like that could have happened. Like, that would have been a much easier...
Yeah, and they could have been contained. Like, hey, he's a cool guy, hey, Mom, nudge, nudge, like, that would have been... That, you know what? I agree, that would have been a much better subplot.
Like, yeah, because you had two completely separate subplots with, like, the two characters, like, you have the brothers coming together, but, like, at no point, like, the mother in the movie is the most unlikable character I've ever seen in any movie. And I literally just watched Pitch Perfect, and I hated, like, everybody in it. Like, alright. She calls up her sister to complain about how the older brother is a dick to the younger brother, despite no evidence in the actual movie at all showing that.
Yeah, he just seemed like a regular brother. And he definitely showed...
Why, because he was interested in girls? Like, that's his one driving force of being awkward and also apparently incredibly horny.
He definitely
was
not a dick to his brother.
He has, like, a girlfriend, but he doesn't like her. But that went nowhere.
Yeah, like that.
Like, what? Is every human supposed to be unlikable? Is that the deal in the movie?
Yeah, like the kid. Like...
Alright, another one. When they get to the waterfall, why'd they stop running? Like, if I was running and the Indominus Rex was
they're dumbass kids, though.
Yeah, but he's like, I don't want to jump. Like, you're a fucking teenager. I think he's 16, the kid's like 8. You just grab him and pull his ass in. And the only reason they survived that scene is because the Indominus Rex also stopped running. But I will give them some props on some stuff that I thought they did pretty good. Because I had a major issue with it in some of the other movies, is the dinosaur sneaking up on people. I hate it. How the fuck is the Indominus Rex going to sneak up on somebody? So, like, they did that. Like, you always felt his weight. Because that was, like, a major issue I had with the Spinosaur. Like, sometimes it's super heavy and it's, like, clomping through
the And the only way they even heard it come out was like...
Yeah.
It's like...
And it would just, like, be behind them.
Yeah, it was just there.
Like, how did you possibly sneak up on them? Were you on your tippy toes?
Yeah, I know. Fucking Scooby-Dooing it around.
And I did like, they kind of gave, like, a half-assed explanation about, like, why some of the dinosaurs aren't scientifically accurate. It's like, oh, you screw with the DNA and all that.
I'm actually, being a dinosaur, like, fanboy ever since I was a little kid, I actually really appreciate that they said that. To kind of cover their ass a bit. Because back when they first made Jurassic Park, that's what people thought dinosaurs looked like. Yeah. Since then, obviously, we know now, like, raptors had feathers and all that good shit, but...
Yeah, like, I don't want to sound like I'm just hating on the movie. Like, I generally enjoyed it, but, like, there's so many, like, horrible plot holes. Like, I can't believe that somebody wasn't just like, there's still a lot of, like, dumb shit we could cut. I just don't get it, like... For every, like, really amazing scene they had, like, when they were showing off, like, the different things to do in the park, like, they were all good. Alright, I have a kind of a little issue with that, too. Where the fuck is PETA? You can't just, like, throw, like... Could you imagine if you went to a zoo and they were just like, it's a goat! Here you go, lion! Oh, the tiger cage, just throw a whole fucking pig in there. Like, they're just feeding them live animals, and, like... And another one of the issues I had.
Well, they are in international waters, so it's like...
I guess, but like still, PETA's not like an American.
I know what you mean, though. That is a good point.
Because like the whole movie's like, they're animals, and they're... Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they have a goat chained to a thing.
Yeah, they have a blinded goat chained down, and they have a pig they use to just terrorize, like, that poor pig to train the velociraptors. I like to just assume they bred them with something humongous. Blue whale DNA. That's why they're so big for velociraptors.
Well, they're like a Utah raptor. Like,
not according
dromaeosaurs are supposed to be that big.
Yeah.
But...
Not according to Mitsubishi, or whatever his name was. He very plainly said, these are velociraptors. They're like, I don't think that's... Oh, there are velociraptors. I own the park. I do got to give some props to discount hipster guy, Kasim G wannabe. Like, alright, it was really stupid that he had a t-shirt, because like, where would you have even got the shirt from? And he's like, the mint condition ones. Wouldn't theoretically all of them be in mint condition? They didn't sell them. Like, how did he get them?
Yeah.
Did John Hamm just like, oh, I think I'll sell these on eBay?
Yeah, actually, I have to admit, that was probably one of my favorite parts when, like, the brothers go into, like, the building. And
that was really good.
Seeing, like, and I'm like, what fucking, like, where are they? And then, like, when the light bulb went off, like, but I totally geeked out. Like, I thought that was really cool.
It was cool, but why were the Jeeps in there?
I don't know.
Like, the only issue I kind of had is there was a control room in that building. Like, there should have been a downstairs they could have easily just hid in. Like, granted,
that would have been
glass, boring. Yeah. That was my other gigantic major issue with the movie, is there's, like, no safe. Like, you gotta set it up. Like, yes, they have to leave the safe area to do something. You can't just, like, set up a movie where the raptors teleport into a lab. Because, like, very, very plainly we were shown they stopped following them. Yet the raptor was just there. He fucking respawned in there. I'm like, I don't know. I will give Jurassic Park 3 one thing, is they were like really able to separate the raptors visually. And I kind of wish they had done that a little bit. Like Blue, you could tell because it had the blue markings, but like the other three,
yeah, they all look the same.
Like, I think Delta was slightly green, but like Charlie and Echo just seemed the exact same.
Yeah, and like the third movie, you had like the Alpha Raptor. He or she was like the red and like all that black on like the white skin. It looked really cool.
And some of them had feathers and just stuff like that would have really gone a long way into like kind of separating.
Yeah, if you made them all color coded, that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. The dinosaurs themselves look really cool.
Yeah, the only issue I really kind of saw, like special effect wise, was that first. I think it's when Chris Pratt goes in the cage to save that guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only time where I was like, ooh, that effect doesn't look too great. But, alright, practical effects. What do you think were practical? I'm saying the raptor heads, when they have their, like, face locked in, those are probably practical effects.
Oh, the dying sauropod.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell right away, that was really good.
That was kind of a weird one. Like, the way I would have shot it is not to show the stomach, but obviously hint that it was, like, torn open.
Yeah.
They didn't really look like it had enough wounds to die.
Yeah.
Like, I assume that was just, like, they didn't want to be gruesome, but I mean, like, it got torn apart by the Super Rex. Yet, it didn't have anything.
Yeah, I hear ya.
But I do like that in the end of this movie, they reset the T-Rex as, like, the big king shit, too. And this time there's a killer whale.
Yeah.
It just kills Jaws in, like, opening couple minutes.
But oh man, like the last scene. What was your opinion on like the final scene?
I wish the T-Rex would have got the kill. Like, I kind of wanted the neck snap from the T-Rex. Alright, because, alright. Here's my major issue. The Super Rex has, like, a raptor snout. And, like, the reason the T-Rex had such a strong bite is its head is so large. It should have the stronger bite force. So, like, it should have had that advantage. Plus, its head is, like, a giant brick. So, like, when it was swinging its head around, it should have been messing that thing up. Like, it should have played more on its agility. Its other goofy powers that apparently it had. Because apparently, like, the one thing that was always weird is they obviously added Pit Viper. Like, they showed a Pit Viper, and it could sense heat, which they never really brought up in the movie. They just said it could.
Well, I mean, like, whenever, like, they were hiding behind a car or something, you could tell that it knew they were there.
Well, it was sniffing. That's why he poured the gasoline on himself.
Well, I mean, obviously it can do both.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. It wasn't flicking its tongue out or anything.
I know what you mean, though.
But yeah, like, they brought up powers and, like, either used it once or, like, if he was using it, they never explained it. Or she, I should say. She never really either used him again. Because, like, the camouflage power, I'm just going to say it was dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you had enough jungle there. Like, it didn't need camouflage powers.
You could have at least just made it, like, not white.
And one of the other issues, yeah, that was kind of weird. Like, they didn't really give an explanation. Oh, it's white. It's scary for some reason. We will not talk about it.
Yeah, instead of giving it, like, camouflage like a cuttlefish, just make it fucking naturally camouflaged.
Yeah.
Like a reptile.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I think Chris Pratt was really good in it. I think at times the older brother was pretty good. The younger brother kind of wouldn't, but he's a young actor, so...
Like I said, I didn't hate the kids.
I don't know.
I actually liked them a little bit more than the kids.
There were scenes where I really
movie.
liked them. Like, I liked them when they were getting along and just being, like, brothers. Like, I thought they did that really good, but, like... Any of the forced conflicts was just, like, really weird. Like, when he started crying, like, it just felt really out of...
Like I said, the whole fucking thing about them, like, their parents getting divorced, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't important.
It's the Spider-Man's dad syndrome all over.
Yeah.
Who are my parents? No one cares.
Dinosaurs!
Yeah. Like, I wish we would have had more just, like, showing off shit at Jurassic World. Like, that's what I wanted to see. I don't care about all the stupid little side plots going on. And I will say one side plot that was pretty funny is, like, hipster guy and hipster gal. He goes in for the kiss, and she's like, "Oh, I've got a boyfriend. I'm kind of serious." Like, oh,
that was kind of awkward. And like, yeah, but it was like the Baymax walking thing. Like, it was just the right amount of awkward where it wasn't like overbearing. It was still pretty funny.
But there were some really good comedic points. Another one was when Bryce Dallas Howard, she took off her overshirt and she she rolled up her sleeves and like tied it in a knot for her, and Chris Pratt's like, "What's that supposed to mean?"
Yeah, like that was a pretty funny relationship, I guess.
Yeah. I like how she didn't change her shoes, so apparently she was just sprinting through jungle in high heels.
Yeah, the whole fucking time. That was pretty good, but yeah, man, like, I think my favorite part of the movie is when you thought Blue was dead, she came back, fought, and then like teamed up with the T-Rex. I like how she jumped on the T-Rex's back and they were both just kind of like you know, like coordinating. It was kind of weird, but at the same time, like the entire time, I'm like, yeah!
I want to know what the indomitable bullshitosaurus was made out of, because it got shot like 38 times in the movie, and like we saw it was bleeding, but like it just seemed to like miraculously heal between scenes.
It's like got like part sea cucumber. It's got like a healing factor.
Yeah, part Wolverine.
Part Godzilla.
It's part Deadpool from the movie. That's what those claws are, just growing swords. It's waiting for it to teleport.
Now, one thing that was InGen, the company that Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I couldn't remember because it's been a minute since I've seen the original Jurassic Park, but like that it just seemed so familiar, and I think that was a neat little thing to sneak in for people.
Yeah.
Who like remembered the movie and loved the movie, but probably couldn't remember that name.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say this movie is one of those things that you definitely should see. Like, visually, it's amazing.
Yeah, don't think about the plot too much. Just go to the movie and you will enjoy it.
It's obviously very in, like, the I don't know what to say, like, how to explain it. It's, like, it's very much like a lot of the new Hollywood blockbusters, your Transformers and stuff like that, where it's just very mindless. Like, there's cool spots, but it's like, who wrote this? Like, it's not a hard movie to sell people on. Like, literally, you could have cut the kids. Well, then you wouldn't have Spielberg. So you have kids, and you have Chris Pratt. Hell, alright, you know, an even better way of doing it would have been make them Chris Pratt's kids. And then, like, he's got a thing. Because it was just kind of weird that they're like, oh, he's so cool, despite the fact we just met him and he didn't do anything. Because, like, it was a cool little funny kind of moment, but it didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
They're like, don't leave us. And she's like, I'll never leave you. And they're like, no, him. But, like, all they had seen is him get tackled by a pterodactyl, and then their aunt saved him.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything in front of them.
Yeah, what the hell was that all about?
Just major plot hole.
Holy shit.
Also, where did the pterodactyl go? And why did it instantly die from a broken wing? Like the one that was dive bombing them?
I think it got shot.
By who?
I don't know, one of the guys. It was like...
It also disappeared. But, like, remember, like, it went, like, right face to face with the little kid?
Yeah, but
like,
it was already dead before, like, it hit the ground.
It looked like it crashed into a sign. Like, that's why it fell out of the air. I don't know, maybe it got
I don't
shot.
remember.
Like,
I
it was, like,
just
face to
remember that it
face
was
with the
dead.
kid, and then, like, they show the kids, and the pterodactyl's gone. And it's, like, it's so large that there's no way, like, it could have just been, like, out of the scene. It just kind of disappeared between takes, which is kind of a... You know, it's kind of like a nitpicky thing, but it's just weird that it wasn't there. Like, and there was, like, no damage where the kids were. Alright, here's another issue I kind of have with the movie. Like, not a major one, but it bugged me. That everybody who died was kind of a bad person.
No, I mean...
Like...
You just had, like, the soldier guys, and you had, like, the fat dude.
Alright, you had D'Onofrio. He was a bad guy. You had the secretary who was talking on the phone, not paying attention to the kids. Kind of set up as a ditz, so, like, people wouldn't care about her. She died. They had, like, all these evil soldier guys. They all died. Then you had, like, they had to make Maserati, whatever his name was, corrupt. And, like, all his soldiers died. And then he dies. And then no one else. They ran out of bad people to kill.
That's just like in every Jurassic Park movie. They had, like, the main 4 people.
No, in the first Jurassic Park movie, the hunter guy is a pretty good guy. And he dies.
Yeah, but, like, doesn't matter. Even if they had, like, some slightly decent people, they're still gonna die.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in this movie, only bad people died. No good people died. Because you had, like, fat, lazy security guy. You had nameless blue hat guy. And he died, like, instantly. Like, everybody was corrupt in some way that, like, died. I assume blue hat guy was the guy who welded the wall all shitty.
Then you had, like, a bunch of tourists that probably died.
I also don't know why they waited until they got near the fence to zap the Indominus Rex. Like, that literally just seemed like plot.
Yeah.
And, like, despite... Alright, we know for a fact that it can't get to its back, because that's where the raptors were, and we could see it, and it couldn't get to them. How the fuck did it rip out a plug in its neck, then?
I don't know.
Did it rub against the tree like a bear? Just
ballooned that shit.
And you also notice they had back spines early in the movie, and then they, like, slowly kind of disappeared. Like, it just... I don't.
God damn it, you're ruining my movie.
Yeah, I just had so many. Like I said, like there's so many amazing scenes that I love. Like I loved when they went in the log and you see like the T-Rex pass by, but they don't show everything, and you're just like, oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. And, like it did really well.
Yeah, like when they introduced the T-Rex, like
the mosasaur thing. Like I wish that wasn't in the trailer. Like that was such a cool scene. Another one that really bugged me was that was in the trailers that I'm so pissed they put in there. Two scenes actually. The fact that there was a whole bunch of the sauropods that died, like that scene would have been so much more powerful if the trailer didn't ruin it.
Right.
And the other one was the jump scare with the raptor when it hits the side of the car.
Yeah.
They should never have put that in the trailer. Like I said that before I even saw the movie. I was like, that is no, don't do that. But like I know I'm sounding really negative in this review, and there's a lot of really good stuff. But literally everything that revolves around Indominus Rex is so mind-numbingly stupid. Like, I can only imagine that Spielberg went to his guy and he was like, hey, I'm going back to Jurassic Park, man. Write me a script. And they're like, oh, alright. And then, like, somebody really high up at a board, he was like, I don't think kids care about dinosaurs, man. They're like them dragons. Can we add a dragon to this? And Spielberg was like, oh, they're not wizards. And what if we add like a bunch of dinosaurs together, like a Triplopithecus? Why wouldn't that just be a plant eater? How is that scary? I don't know. Wasn't there a bunch of scary raptors? Yeah. Why don't you make one of them bigger? So just a giant raptor. Yeah. Alright, we can make a giant raptor, but let's confuse the audience as to what it is. With a bunch of weird superpowers. Superheroes are cool right now. Give it a cape. And a mask.
I'm gonna buy an Indominus Rex figure just to do that.
A cape and like a Zorro mask on him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like it just felt so out of place in the movie, because like there's so many amazingly beautifully well put together scenes.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and then the Indominus Rex, he has heat vision. Like, there's good scenes with him too, which is even like worse. Like, could you imagine how much better like some of those scenes would have been if it was just the T-Rex? Like, I loved that first opening part, like when he escaped, and you have like Chris Pratt out of the car, you just see like the guy, you know, like there's no good to be
as soon as you saw that dude, like as soon as you saw Chris Pratt and the fat dude step into the cage, you knew that fat guy was gonna die.
Yeah.
You knew it was gonna happen.
Oh, another weird plot hole. Where did that broken helmet with a hole in it come from?
She probably just threw it up.
Like, it was way away from her cage, because we know the entire movie she's moving south.
Yeah.
So, like...
I'm guessing she just threw it up.
Hocked a loogie.
They didn't say she was part shark, so... No eating license plates for you, Indominus Rex.
Yeah, like, it was just... I don't know. It just kind of weird. Like, I want to assume that's something from the first movie, and I'm just not thinking of it. Like... That's another thing that just seemed like a wasted opportunity. We didn't get a good raptor kill with, like, the claw toe.
That's true.
Like, that's always a good one where you see people like... and they get, like, the kill.
You know what? I'm so happy that we got to see the one thing that made this movie for me.
The Ankylosaurus.
Wasn't a dinosaur. It was Mr. fucking DNA. The fact that we got that just... Oh my god, it made me so happy. I felt like a little kid again. Like that made my fucking day. Like just like you could tell they were playing off the nostalgia factor in this movie. Like the fact I really liked the fact that they made like the John Hammond Center. And I thought that was really cool.
I had one other thing, but they kind of like went back on it, because like as soon as I saw the Sony, whatever the hell it was. Their area was called... Oh, no, it was a Samsung. Samsung fucking... Like, because there's a lot of name drops in this movie. Between, like, every shot of a vehicle that's not a piece of shit is a Mercedes-Benz. And, like, the Coca-Cola bottle that was apparently in Costa Rica. Chris Pratt only drinks them out of, like, expensive bottles. He can't drink it out of plastic like a fucking human being. Yeah.
There was a fucking Margaritaville.
Or like the fact that apparently a Verizon phone will work in like a Costa Rican island.
Yeah, they probably put a tower there. I mean,
I also found it weird that like the walkie-talkies didn't work. Like, you guys work here year round. Like, we've known that it's been multiple years since you set it up. No one's ever used a walkie-talkie. No one ever was like, shh, I can't hear you. Maybe we should try to fix this. Nah, screw it. I don't know. There's just so many weird things in this movie that just like... I don't know what to say. Like, I really went in really wanting to like it. And at the end of the day, I could say there were really cool visuals, but holy shit, does the plot not make a whole lot of sense. Like, if we get Jurassic Park 5, Jurassic, whatever the hell they want to call it.
Or just call it Jurassic World 2.
Jurassic Land.
Jurassic Land.
Like, I just kind of hope it goes more into, like, Jurassic 2, Jurassic 3 kind of territory, and you just have somebody who's going to the island for a good reason. Like, 'cause they just didn't come up with a lot of, like, you gotta kind of write yourself out of situations. Like, that's why Jurassic 1 works so well, is because they had a major storm. That's why they couldn't communicate. That's why you couldn't get around on the island. Like, you had issues. This movie was like a perfectly beautiful day, and apparently there's no boats on the island. So, like, if there was something
there's no rescue, but, like, there's no...
We'll be in there in the morning.
Yeah, the one thing that always bugged me about this movie that I knew... I knew before going in that they weren't going to have rescue boats available. I already knew all that bullshit because it's a movie and they're not going to think of that stuff. You know, and that's one of the things I don't think too much when I go to see these movies because I know that kind of shit isn't going to be available because it's a movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, obviously, I don't think...
You got to write that out. You can't just be like, no, we don't have that stuff.
Like you said, they did it well in Jurassic Park 1. There was a reason as to why they couldn't do that.
Yeah. Another major issue I had is, and it's for all of them, every single one of the Jurassic Park movies, no one ever gets killed by a plant-eating dinosaur. They just, like, roam up, like, face-to-face with them. And, like, they're just like, I don't care. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they were, like, kayaking right in, like, in between the legs of a sauropod. What if that thing, like, literally just took a step?
Yeah, that is true. That
like, you think there'd be some precaution?
But you know what I just realized? Like, why couldn't they just like, oh, there's no rescue boats because InGen like plotted.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it was because they plotted.
Or you could have just put the rescue boats on the north end of the island.
You know,
there's
like,
all kinds of things that could have happened. Like, it's literally where the boats are, so we can't just like trek a whole bunch of people up there. We don't know where the dinosaur is. But another one. Why weren't the pterodactyls collared? Like all the other dinosaurs, have they left their area?
That's a good question.
They'd get zapped.
Yeah, you would think out of all the like
the one that can't be fenced in, just zap him out of the sky like a fucking big bug zapper. I guess it would have killed them all, but like, damn. Also, holy effing F on that dude riding shotgun with Maserati. He took like a beak through the chest.
Yeah, that was fucking like that took me aback. I'm like,
number one thing I learned from this movie: wear a goddamn safety harness. We had two different guys that almost died. Well, one of them did die. The other one somehow survived the movie. Like, that amazed me to see him in the end. I want to assume a raptor killed him. I don't think we saw him again. New guy. The FNG. Wear a goddamn safety harness. Machine gunner should have had a safety harness on. That dude, when he's leaning over, I don't even know what his plan was there. Like, how is rope, like, strangling a pig going to help you stop the raptors from murdering it? Is he gonna, like, hook it and fling that bitch? When pigs fly. Damn it. Now I gotta build a dragon. We've combined the DNA of a dragonfly and a T-Rex. How can it shoot fire? Cuttlefish, scorpion.
Cuttlefish, the answer is always cuttlefish.
Yeah, just like... I'll give you the other ones. They're reptiles, maybe. How do you just splice in a invertebrate? The thing should have like a floppy head, like missing bones, just like all like.
Yeah.
And which is actually even stupider is the fact they gave it to cuttlefish, despite the fact when you go to the lab, you see a fucking chameleon in the tank. Like as soon as I saw that, I literally facepalmed. I was like, so maybe the raptor snuck in. I thought it teleported in because literally I just saw it like come around the door. I like how Chris Pratt just like let that guy die. He didn't even like attempt to stop him. Like blue, use my voodoo on you. He's just like back away. Why didn't they close any goddamn doors in that movie? That would have stopped everything.
Well, Jurassic Park 1 taught us anything is that they know is raptors know how to open doors.
Yeah, but Jurassic Park 3 retcon that. They push the door. Or no, that was one. They push the door against the raptor and like lock it, and he has to climb over the top. Apparently, he can't climb. I wish they just would have came up with a better way for not the Indominus Rex, just a T-Rex to escape. Like you even made it so the T-Rex in the movie is Jurassic Park 1's T-Rex. You could have made her smarter. Like, she's just been around. She's a wise T-Rex. And, like, you know, one day she's just messing around. Maybe she grabs a stick and she hits, like, the lock on the pen. Or just something horrible, like, some sort of mistake happens. You know, like, she lays down her pen and they think she died. So they go in to check her. And she pops up and runs out.
Yeah. That would have been neat.
Like, everything about Indominus Rex was just horrible. From like everything about it. I didn't even like the design. It didn't even look like a T-Rex. It was just big. It looked like literally they took a raptor and they were like, let's make it look a little bit like Alderaan from Skyrim.
Yeah. Its face was very Spinosaurus like, if you asked me. Like it was not a Tyrannosaur, but like that other like group of predatory dinosaurs, like in that sauropod baryonyx kind of group.
Yeah. I also had an issue with like the pterodactyls. Like that was a pretty scary scene, but why did they all go in one direction? They like came in like the frickin' monkeys from the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, even like there are like 3 different kinds of pterosaurs there. You had like the pteranodons, the dimorphodons, and I can't remember if there was another one, but
well, they had like the really really big one. Then they had like a miniature one. That like the big ass head that attacked Chris Pratt.
Yeah, that was the Dimorphodon.
What was she shooting out of that gun? Fairy farts? It had like no recoil. They made like the weirdest gun sound I've ever heard. It was like psh, psh.
I think that's supposed to be like movie version of a silenced gun.
I guess, but like it was just really weird because like there's so many other guns that acted like real guns.
Or maybe they were trank darts and they weren't actually killing those things?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I guess that would explain it. They got the security team just sweeping them up. I think they were just sweeping them right into like the fucking fishbowl.
Yeah, the fucking mosasaur.
Alright, so that's how I think we should end this video. So, yeah, the mosasaur died. Who the hell's feeding it on the island? It can't get to the ocean.
Oh, shit.
Humans abandoned the island at the end of the movie. So that poor bastard starves to death.
Aww.
The great hero of the movie.
Oh my god, I just realized that.
Like, unless it's just, like, incredibly lucky, you just get, like, a bunch of dumbass sauropods just, like, slowly migrate into it like a bunch of giant lemmings.
What's in here?
A couple days later, where did Larry go? I'll go look over by the fish tank. Oh, God, no. Like, no matter how many seagulls come to the island, that's not enough seagulls to fill that giant bastard's belly. So yes, our hero of the movie dies a slow, painful death. Technically everything there does, because they're all sterile.
That's true.
Unless your Jurassic Park 3 rule where life finds a way.
Yeah.
Well, I think... Did they breed something in Jurassic Park 1? Life finds a way. I feel like there's something about it, but I don't think we were ever like... Oh no, we did. We saw baby Triceratops in the first movie, didn't we? In like the pack. I could have sworn we saw baby something, because that's where that line was like, thought they were all sterile. So I don't know. Maybe
that was in
sterile.
2. With the baby T-Rex.
Yeah, but 2... Isn't 2 and 3 on 2 different islands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand, but I don't remember I don't remember them talking about that.
Yeah, they didn't reference 2 or 3 at all, which was kind
Oh,
of
no, they pretty much just
yeah,
didn't want to reference them at all.
which is kind of weird in that you can't really take away 2 because Jeff Goldblum and the kids are in it, and Dr. Hammond. He's only in it like for a cameo, but less about the Lost World the better. That movie was just I hate it. I hate it so much. Nothing in that movie makes any sense. Every character in that movie is just incredibly unlikable. But I will say, I give it a 5.5, but I like to say 5 is where I'm just like, take it or leave it. So 5.5, it's a light recommendation. If you're just looking for some, like, cool eye candy.
Yeah, like as a movie, like Dave said, like there's a lot of plot holes in it. So if you're one of those kind of people that are looking for a movie,
Like,
it's not Forrest Gump, but you know,
yeah, there'd be no Oscar noms.
If you like the first Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
go see it. You will enjoy yourself.
Yeah, like,
If you're a casual moviegoer, you will definitely enjoy this movie.
but a giant fuck you to anybody who wants to argue that it's better than the first one.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Jurassic Park is a near perfect movie. Jurassic World, while the best sequel, I would say has nothing to do with the plot itself, but just the effects. And I guess we're going to wrap it up there. I think pretty much hit all of our points.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say, but alright guys, that'll be it for us. Hopefully next week we'll be able to bring you guys our Inside Out review when that comes out. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to become a member of the Cheesecake Nation today. I'm Supercharged Funk.
I'm Dave.
We'll catch you guys next time.